So what is DishCrawl? Well, it's something that's taken lots of cities by storm, where individuals get to go and see new food, new adventures, try new restaurants, and it's coming to Des Moines. DishCrawl Des Moines. Now I want to show you a video so that you get an idea about what DishCrawl is and the kind of fun that's established with DishCrawl. And then we're going to talk with Mandi and Chris a little bit about the backstory of DishCrawl here in Des Moines. So Ryan, let's take a look at what happened in Louisville, Kentucky with DishCrawl.
We've had fun making these dishes, and hopefully everybody's going to enjoy them and have a fun evening when it works on the road.
It's a great city for local restaurants to be participating in this kind of food dish crawl. We have a lot of people who want to get out and do a lot in their food community and try restaurants that maybe they've not had a chance to go and visit. So this is a great opportunity that we can get involved with local restaurants.
I love it. I love local. I love the fact that I'm going to try out some new food. I love the fact that the chefs are preparing stuff just for us this evening. It's fun.
Definitely get people, especially foodies and, people who aren't foodies, definitely into the food scene a little bit more. We have such a wide variety of different restaurants and everything. You give everybody the chance to explore all the options out there.
I think it's kind of a good combination. You get to see a lot of different restaurants, get to experience different cuisine. You can kind of get a little bit of sampling of different things.
I don't know, yummy, huh? That's DishCrawl in Louisville, kids, and DishCrawl is coming to Des Moines yet this week. With us in studio is, hi, Mandi.
Hi.
How's Mandi? Mandi Swanson is the ambassador for DishCrawl Des Moines, and we've been in communication a couple of times. Welcome to Inside on Business.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about how did you get started with this thing called DishCrawl?
Well, actually, I was looking for a job, and I frequently check Craigslist for something interesting because I like to find different things to try. And I actually saw the ad placement for an ambassador, and I thought this sounded like
what's
really
an ambassador, huh?
Yeah, like a unique concept. And when I did the interview, I was like talking to him about Des Moines and stuff, and I explained to him, like, well, even if I don't get the job, I'm going to this. This is amazing. It's going to be great in Des Moines. And I talked up Des Moines, and I just knew that this is something really unique and be wonderful for the city.
Now, where does DishCrawl originate from? On the West Coast?
San Jose, California.
San Jose. Oh, all things digital out there in San Jose. Now, when you were working with the folks from DishCrawl, did you get a lot of help? Did you get a lot of, how did they help you kick this thing? I mean, this is a brand new event.
Yeah.
How much help did you get from those guys in San Jose about Des Moines, Iowa?
Oh, tons. They have very extensive 5-week training via Skype. You have countless trainings online. They have it all laid out for you, and they're there if you can just call them up, and they're there 100% all the way through every detail.
And there's because it's a national deal, and this has gone on in cities that I've seen in Boston and Chicago and all kinds of places. And did they have to be talked into coming to Des Moines, you think? What do they know about Des Moines?
I pretty much educated them a lot.
Yeah.
They were pretty interested in things I had to say. I don't know. I think maybe they just started hitting bigger cities in different states, and they're actually starting to look for an ambassador I've seen for Cedar Rapids now.
Really? Mm-hmm. Well, there you go. Tell me about when you applied for the job. Did you go out there, or were you here all the time?
Yeah, it was here.
So you were doing all this
on Skype.
Digitally?
Yep.
Okay, all the training. Mm-hmm. Sounds like it's good. It sounds like a fun gig.
Yeah, I've learned a lot, probably more than I learned in college.
Probably more than I learned. That's usually what happens in the real world.
Yeah.
We often learn a hell of a lot more when we're actually doing stuff than what we do in college. With Mandi is her husband, Chris, who's been in the restaurant business for some time. Chris, so you joined your wife, Mandi, on this whole journey. Why?
Support. I'm pretty good at talking to people, and really it's something I enjoy, so it's just a good experience to get out there, kind of support someone, and I can kind of explain why for restaurants it works out well.
What is the attraction for restaurants?
Exposure a lot of times. It's a really, since they receive funds for the actual dish crawl, it's a cheap advertisement, and it's a way to build new customers and really connect. It's an opportunity to connect in a way you wouldn't with a normal just walk in the door experience. We bring in somewhere between 25 to 40 people, and it's a small enough group that they can actually talk to the whole group. And so they get that opportunity to connect with these people, build up a regular clientele, and get great exposure. Because it's not just food, it's a social event. And when you look back at it, you're thinking, oh, wow, this was amazing. I had a great time here. I'm going back.
Sure. Was it, Mandi, I know that you had some real scares during this event. First of all, let's not keep everybody in suspense. When is DishCrawl Des Moines?
This Wednesday.
This Wednesday.
At
so
7 o'clock.
Wednesday, 7 o'clock in downtown Des Moines?
Western Gateway.
Western Gateway. And you can find them all over the net, kids, if you're out there looking for them. There's a Facebook page, and on Twitter it's DishCrawl DSM, so you know. We had some scares during this time. This is your first event. It's never been here. Tell us about that.
I didn't have problems getting the Des Moines community excited to sell tickets and stuff. It was more, had a problem getting restaurants excited. I think they're a little leery because it's new.
Sure.
I mean, they're not making, it's just covering the, food, just the basic foods. They're not really making any profits off of it. They make profits off of the alcohol and drink sales because that's not including the ticket. So I couldn't really I wasn't getting any restaurants really excited there for a while, and I was really scared, and I thought, well, this is going to fall through, but at least I knew I did everything I could to, try to get restaurants on board. It was really frustrating because it's like I had people excited, I just couldn't get the restaurants excited.
How does that work? What's the business side of this? When you say, Chris indicated that there was money for the restaurant to do this. Tell me about how all that works.
You want to take that over?
Chris is going to do that.
Yeah, basically, each restaurant has a set amount per person. Each one's kind of a person.
So DishCrawl gives the restaurant X amount of dollars per person per ticket.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, the restaurants get, basically, it's kind of a food cost deferment, so that it doesn't cost the restaurant money to do this.
Got it.
And then, it's an offset. So basically, they get money to defer their food costs, they get the liquor and alcohol sales, and then hopefully, the repeat business of, all these people coming back with their friends and, getting to build that up. So it's the whole concept is to have a win-win situation for everyone.
So I suspect that the amount of money varies by restaurant depending on what it is that they're serving.
Right, correct.
Okay. Yeah. And Mandi, how many restaurants have you got involved in this?
There's 4 in each dish crawl. Technically, we actually have a startup cupcake business, a mother and daughter, coming into one of the restaurants, catering.
Very nice.
So, because we didn't find any real local dessert places in that area that wanted to participate, so I had to come up with a different idea.
You had to kind of be a little creative with that, didn't you?
Yeah.
So you have individuals that are coming into one of the. Okay, so what are the restaurants? Are you going to tell us?
Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
yay!
We can announce it today.
Oh, you announce it today, ladies and gentlemen. This is really special. I love it. It's early enough in the morning, so we want to tell everybody what the restaurants are for DishCrawl Des Moines. Go.
Okay, 7 o'clock on Wednesday. We're going to start out at Gas Lamp, which is the bar.
Sure, I know Gas Lamp.
But they just started within the last month serving food from a chef in Des Moines. His name's Zach, and it's called Hole in the Wall. So it's really new. It's really exciting. It's, his dishes are really unique and organically and locally based. So after that, we're gonna head over to Gusto Pizza.
All right.
Yeah.
My boys from Gusto are in. Josh and the guys.
They were excited. And then after that, we're gonna go to Exile Brewery. And with Exile, we're actually gonna be staying there instead of going to another stop because we have the cupcake startup, which is the Sweet Tooth. It's a mother-daughter startup cupcake business, and they're going to be coming in while we're at Exile for the last hour and serving cupcakes. And I actually have a local photographer coming, and she's going to be setting up a photo booth at the last stop to do some fun pictures and have a really good time.
So let's tick those guys down again. It's a Gas Lamp.
Gas Lamp.
And this is, what is it called? Hole in the Wall? You say it's unique food? Tell me what unique, it's organic. Mm-hmm. Okay. That should be kind of fun. Do you know Tina? Okay. Tina Des Moines, I think it is her handle. That's all right.
I might have talked to her. I
You
don't know.
probably
I've talked to a lot
she
of
hangs
people
out
in
at
Des
the
Moines.
Gas Lamp occasionally, I understand. Anyway, so the Gas Lamp, and then we have Gusto Pizza. Our friends Josh over there. If you've never been to Gusto Pizza, kids, you got to go. It's wonderful. This sounds like a really local show today, doesn't it? And then who else? Exile Brewery. That's a brand new microbrewery here in town. And what are they going to prepare?
With them, they're going to do lamb and then have some like salads, sides. You know, it's with DishCrawl, you get 3 samplings of what the restaurant has to offer. So they're going to have 2 like different types of salads and then lamb.
And then the final, and then is it going to be at Exile Brewery where the cupcakes?
Yep, they're going to come in and cater there so people have time to experience some of the different brews and stuff. And then we'll have the photography photo booth up there just to have fun, socialize. It's going to be really fun. Now,
one of the things, Chris, I think that's kind of interesting about this is the business side of all this. You're hoping that people will come out to DishCrawl who maybe have never been to the Gas Lamp or perhaps Gusto Pizza, and then get an opportunity to try some of those products. Are those businesses also encouraged to broadcast the message and tell their customers that they're part of DishCrawl? How does that work?
Really, part of the appeal of DishCrawl is the surprise of it. We do a big 48-hour push as far as what restaurants are involved. But before a week out, we do not discuss really any of the restaurants. So they're not really greatly encouraged, but there was once we had Exile and whatnot, you know, some of these restaurants on board, they're really excited. And I think it's going to work out great. I mean, we met with the owner of Exile, who's really excited about it. And of course, Zach at Hole in the Wall, this will be a great opportunity for him.
Sure.
He's been less than a month doing this, and you know, we saw his menu, and it was just a really unique concept for him. And of course, Gusto is just
phenomenal job. Yeah, those guys, great company too, and excellent people. As a matter of fact, I just saw I did some public speaking last week at the Jasper Winery for the Social Media Club of Des Moines, and I happened to see Josh there, and we traded one-liners. They have great cannolis, kids. Honest to gosh, they have great cannolis. It's called DishCrawl, and it takes place on Wednesday at 7 o'clock, and it's all starting at the Gas Lamp. How many are there a limited amount of tickets that were for sale?
The most we can sell on each event is 40. If we have great interest, we can go a second day, which then makes things very complicated.
Oh, yeah.
But right now, we have 4 tickets out of the 40 left.
So there's only 4 tickets left
Only
of this.
4 tickets
And
left.
what's a ticket cost?
$45.
Okay, that's $45. Now, transportation's not included because you're going to be going from
Walking.
You're walking.
Yeah.
So you
wear your coats.
First day of
Dress warm.
spring, I think, is Wednesday. Isn't
Oh,
it?
okay.
So I mean, we should have just balmy weather.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like St. Patrick's Day. Oh, boy, that was a little chilly for some people. We're talking about DishCrawl Des Moines, ladies and gentlemen, and when we come back, we're going to be talking about DishCrawl Des Moines 2. Mandy says that they're already ramping things up for another one coming up in the very near future. Those stories and the worst ad of the week when we come back. This is Inside on Business. My name is Michael Libby, and we are powered by Webcast One Live.